Welcome back to Privateer Time. I'm your host, Axel Grimwolf, and today we're going to be reviewing 3 explosive weapons. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We're about to break down these wonderful toys, that you can use to overcome all sorts of mayhem that might be in your way in the future. First up, we have the GP-33 grenade launcher from Bearing. This bad boy can be found just about any major Planet's gun store, except for Hurston apparently. Doesn't have a place to buy ship parts, so why would it sell anything nicely, weapons-wise either, am I right? Now, there is a lot you can say about this weapon because, come on, it's a grenade launcher. But the way it's advertised in the store's catalog sums it up just so perfectly that it's easier for me just to read that and try to describe it myself. Enemies will either scatter or splatter when you turn the GP-33 mod in their direction. This military-grade launcher fires 40mm grenades to clear rooms and flush out enemies behind cover. Those that don't immediately flee will feel the pain, as Bearing's precision design also includes a feature that primes each grenade to explode right on impact. Now, if that description doesn't get you to want to buy it, then let me add just a little bit about this. It has size 1 optics and a size 1 underbarrel attachment points, allowing you to turn this amazingly fun toy into a even more effectively accurate way to deliver an explosive death. And if that is still not enough to make you want it, have you not been watching the videos and what this thing is capable of? I mean, seriously, it's overpowered and then some. Next on our list of explosive ordnance is the Animus missile launcher from Apocalypse Arms, which of course can be found at either Grimhex or on Levski. The Animus missile launcher is an interesting piece of tech to be sure, one that packs quite a bit of punch, making it highly effective for taking out small fighters, such as the Arrow in our little demonstration here. But as of right now, it does have one major flaw: it cannot fire properly at ground vehicles. When testing the weapon, we locked onto an Ursa rover on the ground, and the missiles would just lob themselves, towards the ground, not making any real attempt to head towards the target that it had been giving. With that in mind, let us give the flavor text for Apocalypse Arms a quick little look. Lift the Animus onto your shoulder and level the opposition on the battlefield. The missile launcher from Apocalypse Arms features a rotating barrel that quickly fires 3 missiles, making the perfect weapon to obliterate ground forces or damage vehicles and small ships. When you need to sow destruction to save yourself, you can trust Apocalypse Arms dealers to deliver. That description that they give says ground forces and vehicles. So, it is unknown as to why the launcher suddenly developed, this little quirk where it likes to just go into the ground. So, at this point, you can just use it to lob them when you're just doing a dumb fire or aim after anything up in the air. And with no attachment points to speak of, the only thing left to say about the grand weapon is the power, pure destruction that it has. When the situation is willing, the weapon does have some fun and practical uses, but for the most part, it's just a threat that no one currently takes seriously. Especially since they should be right now. Now, while not as fun as a grenade launcher, or as flashy as the missile launcher, there's always one kind of explosive that'll always be on every good soldier's utility belt. And that's a good old-fashioned grenade. The MK4 fragmentation grenade from Bearing, to be exact. And really, what more needs to say about a good old frag? It's a practical item to have when one plans to engage in combat. You should always be carrying as many as you can for that reason. I mean, it's dangerous out there in the verse, and you want to make sure you have every advantage available to you. You never know when you might have someone hiding behind cover with a shotgun that, they can't really do anything about you right now, but they can just hunker on down there, so lob a grenade in. It's always useful. Currently, these delightful tubes of doom seem to be having an issue with them, though. We are unsure of just exactly what it is, or if it's everyone else, or it might have it was just the server we were on. For all we know, we just got a bad batch. And what we do know is when we're trying to throw them, after pulling the pin, the grenade magically gets a new one, and we have to pull it again. and then toss it only to watch it defy physics and teleport back into us and then fly away a second time. But regardless of the supernatural issues we've been having with grenades, they're always useful to have. Just try not to fumble with it because you only have 2 med pens on you right now, and you can carry 4 grenades, so good luck, Butterfingers. Hey, thanks for watching. Remember to hit like, subscribe, and that bell icon to stay up to date with our videos. Until next time, remember your local bounty hunters are an excellent source of sodium, so fly fast and laugh into the stars.